So, here we are. Oh, Alan. Hey up, Alan. Oh, you got some bits for me again, have we? Pretty sure this is the same cutscene as last time, Alan. Yeah. Yeah, cheeky wink at the end and everything. Okay, new part fitted. Delightful. But I'm not going to do anything with that information and just go straight into practice 1. So let's have a look, see what's happening. We'll do the usual track acclimatization, I think. And let's do this. As you can see now, our parts are incredibly worn. Look at that as we're about to start the track acclimatization lap. I will swap these bits before the qualifying and race though, of course. And it's away we go. And as you can see now, we jump halfway around the lap. It's going well so far. And we're going round into the second part of the lap, and we're gonna get it. Oh shit, we got it all completely wrong there. That's not how we wanted to do that at all. And we come to close the lap now. It wasn't a bad ending. DRS nice and early, and yeah, passed but not excelled. So I swapped a couple of the components now. I'm going to leave those on for now. I think they might be able to make the race. We're just going to have to wait and see. I don't want to do a full hog of changing all the parts just yet. So as we begin our qualifying lap, we open the DRS nice and early. Of course, we're first out once again. I don't mess about. First out to start this lap. Nice and early on the brakes. Into the corner nice and early. Clipping that lovely. Look at that. Delightful. Almost like a pro. As we come down the long straight now into the right-hander. As you can see, we're just taking it steady, and I was really struggling with understeer this weekend, I must be honest. This circuit was not helping me at all. Understeer aplenty, as you can probably tell. I have now upped the AI to 80. The last race it was at 75 in China. I've now upped it to 80, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just upping it 5 at a time just to see where I can find my happy medium, where I think the car deserves to be, and the skill level that I've got. So as you can see, DRS nice and early once again as we start the second sector. I'll come round to finish the second sector, I should say. This is where we got it wrong in the track acclimatization, but no such problems this time. We're round nice and cleanly. And yeah, it was just... I could tell it was going to be a difficult weekend. I normally do go well at Bahrain, but this game and this car does not seem to be suiting me as much as it has done in the previous games. But, you know, nonetheless, I do enjoy Bahrain, and I'm loving the Force India career mode, so we'll keep going nonetheless and see where we end up. So, as we come now down the start-finish straight, we're going to finish with a 1:33.3, so not a bad lap at all. And at the end of that session, I thought it wasn't a bad lap. It was actually dismal. Down in 16th and out qualified by our teammate for the first time this year. Not good at all. So the participation, I didn't do many free practice runs this time around simply because the engine management was so crucial with the components. Yes, I lost quite a lot of points there. Failed my objective and failed to beat my teammate. And as we look at it now, the components, I've had no choice. I'm going to have to change them for the race. They were virtually dead by the time the end of that qualifying run. It says there's no penalty for adding it, but of course I've changed parts outside of part firme, so that means I will start at the back of the grid. But after qualifying 16th, of course, it was pointless. I may as well take the penalty and start in 20th. So we'll line up on the grid, race strategy. As per usual, I'm going to do my standard, upping it just a touch with the fuel load. And let's begin the race. So, holding the clutch in now, the 5 lights waiting to go out as we start episode 3 of this career mode. And it's a bit of a poor start by me, but it doesn't matter, I can't get overtaken. I'm stone dead last anyway. As we breeze past Van Dorn now on the soft, he's on the harder of the compound tyres. Up past the... Oh, God, no one's covering the inside at all, and I'm all the way up with Ocon. Slight contact with Ocon there. The hand of rage comes out, and we're up to P11 already. And Stroll's going really slow ahead of us as well, and we're through on him. And there's Jolie and Palmer. Oh, my God. We've got Stroll and Palmer in the points. Wow. This is a parallel universe that I've entered here. And we're up to P8 already. I can't believe this. This is on 80 difficulty AI, and there's just no one defending the inside. But that doesn't matter to me. I'm up 12 places already, and I'm going to make a move on Verstappen. Almost contact. I'm through up the inside. What a... well, I call it a great move anyway. I'm sure you'll call it all pathetic, but nonetheless, I'm pleased with that, and I'm up to P7 as we climb all over the back of Ricciardo now, go slightly wide. That puts us back under pressure now from Max Verstappen, but I'm sure his car will break down like it does in real life nonetheless. And we're coming round now to close sector 2, still putting the pressure on Daniel Ricciardo, but still got pressure from behind. We're in a Red Bull sandwich at the minute, and it don't taste nice at all. As we come round now to start sector 3, we've got Massa just ahead of Ricciardo as well. Another strong performance by the Williams team. They're clearly updating their car more than what we are, as they seem to be doing stronger now than us. As we dive up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, and we're through, almost clipping the back of Massa as we went through there. And we're up into P6 as we end the first lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix. As we come round now to end lap 2 and start lap 3. Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap. No, Sebastian Vettel. No, someone else. And it turns out it was Kimi Raikkonen in the end that set fastest lap. And that's a great bit of fun there. As we come round now to end lap... Oh, I'm off. Halfway round lap 3, I'm off. And it's Max Verstappen that squeezed through. I'm going to try and make a move back up the inside. Can I? I have, but oh god, the dive bomb didn't work at all there. Max Verstappen's through, so's Daniel Ricciardo. An absolute poor effort by me there. That's a shame. We're down to P8 now, still fighting with the Red Bulls, but we've got Jolyon Palmer behind us. Oh dearie me. Oh dear, I think I need to throw in the towel now, boys, if I've got Jolyon Palmer within one place of me. But anyway, we go, try making a move on Daniel Ricciardo, slight bit of contact there. But no, we don't luckily get any damage, and we continue our progress. Stay in P8 for now. A bit disappointed with a silly rash move that I made, and we're trying up the inside again. I'm getting a bit desperate, a bit more contact there, but still again, no damage. I'm going to get DRS on him this time around. He's going to get DRS on Verstappen, but I've had the better run, obviously, because I didn't get hit. And yeah, I'm piling up the inside now as we start lap 4, and it's a beautiful move, if I do say so myself. Nice and easy with DRS, and I'm on the hunt now with Max Verstappen, trying to chase him down. Let's see where we can get to. As you can see, still got Daniel Ricciardo behind me, and I was closing in on Max Verstappen there, doing a good job just to keep in this Red Bull sandwich at the moment. Like I said, the pace just isn't here with the car this weekend. I've had to change the components obviously now, and I'm trying to manage those components, otherwise we're going to be taking... Oh, I've smashed into the back of Max Verstappen there and damaged my front wing. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm going to have even more understeer now than what I had before. As we come round... I'm ahead nonetheless. That did work, I suppose, with P6. And yeah, as I maintain P6 for now, coming round to start sector 3, and I've gone wide. Oh, it's not going well at all now. The front wing is hindered as we come towards and start sector 3.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.9 seconds.
And as we jump now to halfway around lap 5, currently still P6, maintaining myself ahead of the Red Bulls, and I've gone wide again, the same place I did last time. And I've got now Daniel Ricciardo, and he's through on me. He's through. I'm trying up the inside once again. I'm going to go wide. I've got DRS though, nonetheless. It was in the DRS zone that he'd overtaken me, so I'm going to get DRS and be able to maintain this P6 for now. But the pressure from the Red Bulls behind is real, and I'm going to be struggling to keep these behind me for the duration of this race. It's certainly going to be a tough race to call. So as we come towards the end of lap 6 now, still maintaining P6 with Ricciardo and Verstappen behind, and it's my pit stop window this time around, so I'll be diving into the pits. Let's see if we can get a good pit stop from the Force India boys. We need a good pit stop here to keep ahead of these Red Bulls. Of course, one will keep out. It's Daniel Ricciardo that follows me in. Max Verstappen stays out for a further lap, as do a few other cars. As you can see, the Mercedes boys in the pits. Right, we need a quick pit stop here, Force India. Come on, let's do this, boys. It's a 2.8 second stop, and we've been held once again held. We've got 3 cars coming into the pits, and oh, Daniel Ricciardo, just like China, has squeezed through ahead of us now. It must be our position in the pit box which is costing us more time than it is for the Red Bull team, but we have been held due to traffic, and that's allowed Daniel Ricciardo to slip back through, which isn't ideal. We're coming out now to exit the pits, and Daniel Ricciardo's going incredibly slow once again, like he did at China, and we're up the inside back into a overall P14 at the moment, but that will be a net P6 hopefully as we come round now as the others make their pit stop. So towards the end of lap 7 now, as you can see, a whole host of cars ahead in the pits, but most of them are already exiting the pits, which isn't good. That means we've lost out heavily, and we're behind Max Verstappen. We've just taken a Williams in the pits, but we're also behind our teammate Ocon, who's come from nowhere, but luckily we managed to get around the outside of him nice and cleanly up into P8 overall at the moment. But we have lost out to Max Verstappen, and I don't think now with the wing damage that I've sustained I'll be able to keep up with him, which is a bit of a shame, but we're going to be fighting with our teammate and the likes of Ricciardo and Massa once again. So as we come round now to lap 8, we're closing in on Max Verstappen, I believe. There's no one else coming out of the pit lane just yet as we come into turn 1, nice and early on the brakes, but I've gone wide, hit the curb and bounced wide, cut the second corner a bit there just to try and maintain track position. But I'm under threat now from Daniel Ricciardo, who has slipped past my teammate Ocon within these laps. But no, managed to fend him off for now at least. So as we come round now later on in lap 9, we've got Daniel Ricciardo high behind us, close behind us, putting pressure on us, and we've gone wide. We've gone wide on the throttle too early there, and Daniel Ricciardo slips through. We're down to P9 now. This race is unravelling rather rapidly, and we've gone wide once again on the curbs, and that's allowed Ocon to attack us now. Our teammate, we've not been battling with Ocon this year so far, apart from the first couple of turns. I'm putting pressure on Ocon. I don't want to be outraced by my teammate. I'll jump on the brakes. I'm turning in nice and early. Oh, and there's contact between the Force India as well. You can't say that was unexpected. That's going to happen at some point this season like it does in real life. But I'm on DRS now. Bits of my front wing fall off. We've got heavy red damage on the left-hand side of the front wing as we get DRS on Ocon to try and retake this position. There was a car in the pits, so that means it's battling for P8 now. So it does mean that we have lost out to the Red Bulls, of course, but nothing more in track position, thankfully. And as we come round now to end lap 12 and start lap 13, I've got Stroll right behind me, who's managed to get past my teammate Ocon. He's putting a lot of pressure behind. He's going to get DRS this time. I'm a lone ranger, as you can see, the train of cars that I have got behind me, and he's coming round. Oh, and there's contact on the straight. Contact on the main straight between me and Lance Stroll, but I've got a whole train of cars behind me who I've got to fend off for just another 2 laps now. And as we start the final lap, I've somehow managed to maintain P8. Don't ask me how. It's been a clean race. Well, it's not been a clean race at all, has it really? But it's been a race of survival. There hasn't been any people retiring, which is good to see. No retirements so far. Engine components are not too bad, not as one as I was expecting them to be at this stage. And we're doing incredibly well now to just maintain this P8 position. I'll be happy with points. The team's objective was 11th once again after the poor qualifying. So to get P8, we'll beat him as Lance Stroll tries to attack up the inside. He gets it all completely wrong. Ocon's right behind him now attacking. I've gone slightly wide as I look behind me there when I shouldn't have done. And we're just trying to fend off now, just trying to maintain this P8 position for the rest of the race. But I think we've got it covered. I've been fending it off for quite some laps now. I know where to position my car just to defend, if nothing else. I can't attack anyone. There's no one ahead. The Red Bulls have streaked ahead now, obviously with their more superior pace, and they're not damaged on the front wing either. So a good race nonetheless by the Force India team. I let the team down really this time. I was struggling with understeer I should say, and oversteer, and nonetheless we're going to come down the back straight now as we make an effort to just defend the inside line there to do the last corner. I don't want any late lunges from Stroll, and we get around no problem. A bit of understeer, like I said, that's due to the front wing damage, and we cross the line in P8, which is points for Force India, and that's as best as I could do really. I could have driven better, and maybe I could have stayed ahead of the Red Bulls had I driven better, but not to worry nonetheless. Oh, and here we go, look, here's our Toto, loving life. It's his race winner today, his race victory, Valtteri Bottas. It's nice to see that the second drivers within the teams are winning quite a lot of races in this championship, it must be said. And look, as you can see, the Mercedes boys loving work, loving life. They've put all that hard graft in, and they're rewarded by a win. And Esteban Ocon finishes 10th, his first point of the season. Finished 10th in real life as well, so that's good for our constructors. And here we go, look, as you can see, Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen P2, so a firm grip on this championship at the moment as Raikkonen. Sebastian Vettel in P3. And as you can see now, it's time for the champagne!
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
No. Anyway, so, as we can see, P8 for us, P10 for Lance Stroll. Oh, P10 for Esteban Ocon, I should say. That'd be even better. P9 for Lance Stroll, who splits the Force Indias. And yeah. Oh, as you can hear there, we got Driver of the Day once again by the non-point scoring Anthony Davidson. I'm quite chuffed with that. I'm not quite sure what race he was watching. I'd have given that to someone far better. I did absolutely shite. And as you can see, speaking of shite, the McLaren Honda's there. Fernando Alonso one lap down. And Stoffel Van Dorn nowhere near the back of anything else. P18 and P19 for them. We thought we had a bad race. Yeah, they had an even worse one. As you can see, still P4 in the Constructors and just slipped down to 5th in the Drivers' Championship. So with points this weekend, not too bad. 122 overall. Like I said, I didn't complete many of the practice sessions due to the engine management. And we're now beating our teammate 18-10. So I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. As I say, I'm really enjoying doing the career mode, and I hope you are too. And I look forward to sharing episode 4 with you very, very soon. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and much love.